these incidents in Maharashtra. There have been 3 such incidents where sadhus have been targeted, and now the villagers, of course, saying that they feel that they were part of a child lifting gang. The fact that these sadhus, 4 of them, were talking to a schoolboy had what prompted this violence, because they were scared that there was a child lifting gang that was operating. But how do you view this incident that has taken place in Sangli?
First of all, this child lifting story seems so stale and so unbelievable that especially in a village, people are not so cruel that just because there is a story, they will lynch somebody, kill somebody. There are other things working. One is the continuous Hindu hate created. Other is continuous, damage to the reputation of sadhus and their work. There was a time when a sadhu or sadhu walked, people would touch their feet and they would bring them home to feed them. Now we see this kind of violence. This is highly detestable. This is due to a kind of atmosphere of Hindu phobia and hate towards sadhus and religion that is seeing these kind of incidents. I hope what happened in Palghar, as far as state response is concerned, will not be repeated in this case, because whichever the case, state government must take very strict action. Any kind of violence, any kind of attack for unsubstantiated reasons should not be allowed, especially for sadhus, because they move around without any protection. They have no home. They have nobody to look after them. If we start treating them, who have actually protected the dharma for thousands of years, we are going downwards. This should not be allowed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so request you stay with us. We're also joined by Majeed Memon of the NCP, also an acclaimed lawyer. Very good morning to you, sir. Now, how do you view this incident that has taken place in Sangli, the fact that 4 sadhus have been attacked in a state which now again has the BJP at the helm? We also have a Hindutva government with the Shiv Sena that has formed, the government saying they're going to bring it back. How do you view this incident that has taken place in the state at the current situation?
Well, good morning to all your viewers. It is not the question of BJP or non-BJP. What is important is that any such act of unlawful assault on any suspect or any accused or anybody, for that matter, you see, must be condemned. It is not desirable that you take law in your own hands and start manhandling anyone for whatever reason whatsoever, howsoever grave it may be. But let me tell you that, you see, when ordinary person commits any crime or is suspected to have committed any crime, or on the other hand, if some religious leader belonging to any religion, Islam, Hinduism or any other religion, if they are doing anything like this in a public wrong, then the degree of anger, you see, and the reaction on the part of the people is far more graver. And that is probably reason why, they were manhandled, etc. Because if they are expected to be leading the people, they are expected to teach virtue if they are sadhus. You see, and if they are involved in this kind of offences, then certainly people lose their temper. In any event, I must add that act on the part of any person assaulting anybody on belief that he or she has committed any crime is not permissible by law, and I speak in terms of the laws of the country and rule of law.
Mm-hmm. Well, sir, Ratan Sharda had pointed out that he doesn't believe that this child lifting rumor is what has led to this attack, that he feels that it's a very flimsy excuse. In fact, this was the same excuse that was there in Palghar as well, that those sadhus were lynched because they were believed to be harvesting organs of children. And now it seems like these sadhus have also been attacked under the same suspicion. What do you think about that? Do you think it was a premeditated attack, whereas the villagers are saying it was a spontaneous one since the sadhus were speaking to a child?
No, even if whether it is premeditated or is spontaneous, in either case, it is not desirable. It is not good. It is not approved by the rule of law. You are not supposed to take law in your own hands and start assaulting anyone. But here in this case, number one is that they are sadhus. Therefore, they are expected to be moralists. They are expected to guide the people. And secondly, they are alleged to have committed a serious offense of child lifting. You see, if you find anybody lifting child, naturally the society gets enriched. And therefore, the gravity of the alleged crime and character of the suspect are the two contributory factors to invite the wrath and displeasure of the people. Whether it was spontaneous or premeditated may hardly matter much.
Okay, okay. Point taken, sir. The fact that you're saying that vigilante justice is what should be slammed doesn't matter whether premeditated, spontaneous, or the government in power. But we have some